Traveling to Singapore and wondering what to eat? Here are 6 Singapore dishes under $7 that you do not want to miss. I have been visiting Singapore consistently for the last 20 years. It is the ultimate foodie paradise, and so in today's video I'm going to be showing you 6 Singapore dishes that I consistently eat whenever I'm in the Lion City. Hey guys, it's Steve from the Fat Life Project. Welcome or welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to be your food guide through the bustling streets of Singapore. Don't forget to hit on that subscribe button so you never miss out on any of my food adventures in cities around the world. I've got a delicious video for you today, so without any further ado, let's get into it. And I don't think there is a better way to start your food trip day in Singapore than with a traditional Singapore Kopitiam breakfast. If you've never heard of a Kopitiam breakfast and you're wondering what it is, well, wonder no more, let me show you. So we are here inside the Paragon Shopping Centre, conveniently located along Orchard Road. If you're here visiting, you're probably staying around the Orchard area, so this is a fantastic spot to start off your day. Kopitiam breakfast at Ya Kun Kaya Toast. I think we're going to do a set A. This is Ya Kun Kaya Toast. It is renowned for offering up an authentic Singapore Kopitiam breakfast and have been doing so since 1944. And this is their Ya Kun signature set comprising of some half-boiled eggs, a cup of coffee, and their signature Kaya Toast. I always start off with the half-boiled eggs as I like having them warm. One thing that's quite unique about the way we have our eggs is that we have it with soy sauce instead of salt, as well as with a dash of white pepper. And the best way to have it is bottoms up. Next up, let's try their signature Kaya Toast that features thin slices of toasted bread paired with a rich aromatic Kaya jam made from coconut and eggs, and also some butter. You can sometimes also choose to dip this in the half-boiled eggs, but I like to keep my food items separate. The heat of the bread melts the butter up, and having that with the warm Kaya is absolute heaven. So I'm very excited about this stop. We're heading towards a spot in Singapore that serves a Michelin award-winning version of one of my childhood favorite snacks, Kueh. According to Google Maps, it is located at the Ghim Road Market and Food Centre, which is roughly an 11-minute walk from the Buona Vista station. That's my route though. Your route might differ depending on where you're traveling from, and as such, I have included the Google Map pin in my description box so that you can plan your trip accordingly. So this is at 20 Ghim Road. I think this is the wet market part. We're gonna cross over to the food part of the market. Excited, here we are. We're looking for store 0154 and I think I found it. Here we are, Ghim Kueh, and it shows the pricing right here. You can get anything from 4 to 20 pieces. 4 for 240. That's a pretty good price. So let's do it. 给我4块就好了。4粒啊？对，4粒。我已经吃了。我已经吃了。你要辣椒吗？一点点。在这边吃啦。在这边吃。It is then, as you can see, topped off with savory, crispy radish, which is stir-fried with a mix of shallots, fried shrimp, and preserved soybeans. I mean, the combination of the flavor is honestly quite unique. Kueh is a quintessential street food in Singapore. It is basically a steamed rice cake. They usually put it in a tray and steam it like so. These bite-sized cakes are made from a smooth mixture of rice flour, water, steamed to a soft and delicate texture. Let's give this a go and see if it's Michelin Bib Gourmand worthy. The rice cake is soft and pillowy. You can definitely taste that it was made to order. The radish on the top also has a bit of shrimp paste in it, which gives it that salty umami taste. Delicious. So good. Overall, this is pretty close to what I used to eat as a child. I'm gonna say that it is Michelin Bib Gourmand worthy. Just finished the Kueh and I was craving something sweet and cold because the weather is a bit hot today. And so I thought that this would be a great opportunity to show you another one of my favorite dishes dishes here in Singapore that without fail I must try, and that is soya bean curd pudding. Incidentally, as I was leaving the food center, I saw this one here that has a long queue. Whampoa soybean. 给我一个2号跟17号. This soybean curd pudding is known as tofu fa. It is a beloved dessert in various Southeast Asian countries, including China, Taiwan, Malaysia, and obviously Singapore. And the key thing to getting this right is to have the curd silky smooth, and I have to say that this one looks promising because look at how it jiggles. The bean curd is commonly served with a sweet ginger syrup, but without further ado, you can give it a go. Get a good bit of the ginger syrup in it. Let's go. It's gotta be one of the better tofu fas I've had. You know it's good when it's so silky smooth. It just goes down the hatch. I mean, honestly, if you're still not quite sure if you want to give this a go, you have nothing to lose apart from $1.80 Sing by trying this. But it's so hot, so I had to get something cold. This is the cold soybean drink. I got it with some grass jelly toppings as well. This was $2. Let's give this a go. So cold and refreshing because it's so hot in Singapore. It's pretty good. This is the Chinatown Complex Food Center located at 335 Smith Street, Singapore. And I don't know if there is a more quintessential Singaporean dish than Hainanese chicken rice. It should honestly be on everybody's list of foods you must eat when in Singapore. And so here we are. This is 169 Hainanese chicken rice. Hainanese chicken rice is one of my favorite Singapore street foods. And I don't think I'm alone in this. I mean, just check out that queue. Okay, I think that was easily a 30-minute wait. Got the goods now. Let me just pan the camera around so you get to see what we got for $5. So we've got the chicken meat, got the steamed white chicken, some sauce, some dark soy sauce, chili, the chicken rice, and the soup. There are a few components that tells you if a chicken rice is worth your time. First of all, you gotta have nice, soft, tender, juicy chicken pieces, just like this one. Looks pretty good, but does it taste good? Let's give this a go. It's pretty good. So then next up, you want to have rice, but not just any kind of rice. It needs to be chicken rice, not plain white rice. So what is chicken rice? Chicken rice is a rice that has been cooked using the rendered chicken fat that was produced during the making of the chicken itself. The rice should be so flavorful that you can have it on its own without anything. Pretty good. But having said all of that, you want to now have it all together. You want to make sure you dip your chicken in the chili sauce, place it on the chicken, and let's give it a go. Here we are at the City Hall station, heading off to our next food stop. So we're actually just across the road from our next food location, Fa Bak Kut Teh, that serves up a Michelin Bib Gourmand recognized take on bak kut teh, a Singapore street eats classic, and they've been doing this since 1969. So come on, let's head on in. Seems to be a little bit of a queue for it. It says 30 minutes. What is bak kut teh, I hear you say? This is a dish that instantly reminds me of my childhood. It is basically an herbal soup dish consisting of savory broth and tender pork pieces. Bak kut teh literally translates to meat bone tea in Hokkien. Ironically enough, no tea is actually used to make the soup. The heart to a good bowl of bak kut teh is actually the flavorful soup made by simmering pork ribs and sometimes other pork pieces with a mix of herbs and spices. There are some regional variations of this. For example, I'm from Malaysia, so I'm used to my bak kut teh having a darker broth, but as you can see, Singapore's take of bak kut teh has a clear broth. Either way though, I love the herbal taste of the soup. You will definitely find the broth to be jam-packed with flavors and also with a strong peppery kick to it. Don't forget to have your soup with some of the fried dough fritters. It is so good, and the pork ribs here were so tender. So I've just finished up at the Fa Bak Kut Teh. I think for the price it was pretty good value. This has got to be one of the best Singapore bak kut tehs that I've ever had. oyster omelette to me is unquestionably the standout dish in Singapore's hawker food scene. And as far as I'm concerned, you can get an oyster omelette anywhere in Singapore and it will be good. However, today we're gonna kill two birds with one stone. We're in Hougang to go check out an oyster omelette stall that was recommended by a Singaporean YouTuber called Eldrick. According to him, this is the best oyster omelette in Singapore. Let's go and find out if that is true. Here we are. Fried oysters, it says. I think we're gonna do the small Hougang fried oyster for $6. Let's go. Hey, 来，6块钱是吗？
对，谢谢你。
哎，不客气。This delectable creation features a generous helping of plump, juicy oysters enveloped in a fluffy, slightly crisp omelette. And I already know that it's gonna be a winner because check out the size of the freaking oysters. It looks good, it smells good, but does it taste good? Let's find out. I think this version of the oyster omelette is a very good balance of crunchy bits, eggs, and at the same time perfecting the cooking of the oysters so that it's still actually quite soft and tender. It is so good, guys. I do hope that this video has been deliciously insightful in helping you figure out a few places to eat at while you're in Singapore. If it indeed has, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. It really does help appease the YouTube algorithm gods, but more importantly, it just makes my day as a content creator. If you have a question for me or a comment about the video, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section, as I do love hearing from you. And if you got to this point of the video, I do hope that you have a fantastic day ahead, or that you've already had a good day. As always, I will see you very soon in the next video. Ciao!